I give a
Get them
fuck.
cake right to the sight sex. Leave the fire them the roof style stuff. On it, grind like we're chasing the stars. For mil more to do, finally we've come so far. Talk about legends, yeah, we know the score. Ronnie, I'm Bobby, we remember you more. From the highs of the Wembley fight to losing our trousers, still we ignite. Red and white with the pride, we're never gonna bow. Fighting like middlemen, hear the roar now. We're middlemen, we stand up tall. Through ups and downs, we give it all. For Millmore to do that.
Good evening and welcome to KB's Terrace Talks. As you can see, we've got a different host this week. As to no surprise, Bush has bailed it, considering Man United lost. The 3 points clear at drop zone, sat in 14th. Phil's not here this week. He's gone to the Forest game to watch the magnificent Ange Ball. Birch is a no-show because he lost a call, so he's avoided a nice little forfeit. He's booked an holiday to Grimsby for a week. Other than that, everyone's here, apart from Sturmate, who has gone to meet a girl at the last minute. So he's got his first date at 26, so he's doing well. Other than that, let's meet the people who's here. So, Mers, how are we doing?
Not too bad. Not too bad at all.
Good lad. GH, ever present, car crash of a week. How you doing?
Yeah, I mean, a bit frustrated that Liverpool can't win at the moment, but other than that, I'm okay.
Carl.
Yo, how you doing, pal?
Not bad, mate. You?
Yeah, I'm good. After another victory in the fantasy football,
Yeah,
we're going to see somebody's forfeit tonight, aren't we?
We don't know. We might do. We'll go to him in a minute. Dan, how we doing? A week off, you're back. Different hairstyle.
Yeah, I know.
How you doing?
Yeah, not bad, mate. Not bad. Thank you. All good.
Good.
Keep smiling, Dan.
We've got a virgin this week. So, Sunderland fan. First Sunderland fan I've had on podcast. Dan, how we doing, mate?
I'm very good, mate. Thank you for having me. It's
Good. Happy with your team's performance so far?
I'll take it. It's a lot better than expected. So let's just hope we can stay up there before we crash back down to reality.
Well, hopefully you stay up there and some other people go down. So, just a quick run through what we're going to do. We're going to run through game week 6 results. Then we'll go on to his game week 7 predictions. And then Carl's going to take over and we're going to do a bit of a last man quiz. If that's all right with you guys. So, straight into it. We've got the first game. I think we all predicted a Man United win, but they went to Brentford. They got turned over 3-1. Is that just a typical Man United performance that we've seen at weekend, or did Brentford actually pull something out of the bag?
Bit of both. Brentford were good, but Man United were really poor.
Yeah, that's normal case, though, isn't it? They're one of them teams that they've got the players, they just don't perform.
Mm-hmm.
Carl, I bet you were happy with that result.
Well, when you said everyone predicted the United win, I predicted a draw. So I think I was closer. Result.
Yeah, I predicted a draw as well. So, yeah, not everyone predicted a Man United win.
It's all the same brush, actually. Come on.
Yeah.
Hey?
You saying everyone predicted Man United win, and there's me and Cole like predicting a draw.
I predicted a 2-0 win for Brentford.
We'll do well at Burnley. No, I meant in general, as a football whole, I think everyone expected Man United to go there.
Right, yeah, probably.
Brentford aren't the best of teams, are they, at the minute?
Glorial, you predicted the fucking world was square.
So, staying on with Man United, do you think Amarin's time's up? Has he got one more game, do you reckon? Or are they just going to keep putting faith in him?
Well, we keep hearing about this clause, whereas I think it's the 21st, 22nd of November. If they get rid of him before then, they've got to pay, I think it's 8 million. I don't know.
Yeah, because is that a year to him signing?
Yeah. I don't know how true that actually is, but it seems to be getting thrown about. But I mean, if he stays there till back in November, that could be season over already, no matter.
Yeah.
But
This week, don't they?
it'd be a weird clause to agree to within a contract to say, like, a year into a 2.5 year contract, they'll be allowed to sack him for free. Like,
no, I don't think it's free. I think they just pay him more compensation if it's within 12 month.
Oh, like an extra additional compensation. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
could
don't
be
know
the
how
case.
true that is.
So the next game we've got Chelsea at home to Brighton. We're going to go to Dan first on this because he's got that horrible, annoying smile on his face that he's always got when they win. So Dan, talk us through it. Did you go to the game?
Unfortunately, I didn't get to go to the game, no. But I did watch it. To be honest with you, I predicted a draw for that game. So it was one of those that I didn't have faith for us to get anything from because we've only won there once in the entire season in the Prem, and that was a Danny Welbeck late winner. Speaking of Welbeck, he had the game of his life for the first time in a long time. A lot of other teams are talking about Danny Welbeck, saying how he's turned it round and how that was his best game.
Yeah.
As I said in the WhatsApp group, for me, there was another red card that should have been given and a penalty that we didn't get. I know, like, we won the game and everything, and maybe it's not a major talking point, but you can see there's contact. Everyone can see there's contact. He's kicked him in the head. The other thing, and I'll put it to the panel, if there was no contact, why is he saying to Minte he's got to go off for a concussion protocol, but there was no contact?
Anyone?
I just can't stop looking at Dan's hair, to be honest.
Thanks, Carl. Appreciate you, mate.
You're looking rather fine tonight, Dan.
Huh?
I said you're looking fine.
Oh, thanks. I do try, just for you.
So, Dan, staying on the Brighton subject,
Yeah.
you took 7 points off of 3 pretty decent teams, especially on this season.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, you took 3 points away from Carl and annoyed him for a week. You've done it to Chelsea, and you took 2. Well, you technically dropped 2 points at home to Tottenham.
Yeah, we did. That was hard.
Yeah. So I mean, to your season itself, like what are you looking to achieve this season? Are you going for Europe or?
As a fan, I would like us to push for Europe. Realistically, I feel like we should be a European team. That's just me. Obviously, I was annoyed that we missed out for this season.
Yeah.
But ultimately, as a fan, there's only one thing I would like, and that's for us to win a trophy. Like, I feel like that is the end of what we need to epitomize us as a great football club. We need a trophy. Like, we've come close. We've got semi-finals back at Wembley in the FA Cup. Man City, then the following year, Man United losing on pens. But that's as far as we've got. So for me, I would like Europe, but ultimately, I would just want us to win a trophy.
So would you accept 17th in a Carabao Cup?
If you're offering it.
We're above 17th, man. Don't get us wrong, but
I mean, yeah, I feel like Brighton would be above that. But like, if you say like, would you take this place and a trophy? Then obviously you're going to say yeah, because the trophy is a gateway into Europe, if you like. So you're kind of killing 2 birds with 1 stone with that. It doesn't matter your league finish; you get European football through that trophy.
I've got to say that hope there for the Carabao Cup. Obviously, the next round you've got Arsenal.
I was wondering when you were going to say.
So, and especially considering like this season we've improved our squad depth, so I can imagine that is going to be a difficult fixture for Brighton because we can easily like put out a decent B team for that fixture.
Yeah.
Yeah, that will be probably our toughest test. Obviously, we went up to Oxford, put 6 past them, went up to Barnsley, put 6 past them. Everyone's joking, they'll put 6 past Arsenal. We know that's realistically not going to happen. It's going to be one of the toughest games. But again, against top sides I know it's the cup, but in the league, we hold our own against the top sides.
Yeah, it depends on how seriously you will take that fixture, I guess, as well, because I always find Premier League teams in the Carabao Cup don't really take it seriously until like the semi-final round. Like they will play a weakened team until then. So I can imagine Brighton, even though they're coming up against us, will probably still put out a lot of your B team players.
I mean, our new signings might, like our strikers will probably play, but I still see the likes of Belieber playing in that game. I'll still see James Milner playing in that game. We might even have Van Hecke and some other like first team players. Just we'll have a mixture, I reckon. I don't feel like we'll go full strength, but I definitely feel like we'll bring our team down. So we won't just play the under 21s.
Well, we'll just have to wait and see, I guess.
So, moving on, GH. Talk to us about what happened at Anfield.
You're on mute.
Oh, sorry.
Come on, what happened? What in Anfield? What's happening at training ground?
Honestly, I don't know what happened. It was such a bad performance. I'm frustrated we lost last minute. It happens to the best of us. You know, we're very used to winning last minute, so it's normally us that's laughing in front of whoever's lost. But this time we got served our own medicine, and everyone said it was going to happen eventually, and it did. And honestly, I can't complain because we deserved the loss. We were so incredibly terrible. If it wasn't for Alisson, we'd have lost probably like 5-0 or something. He was unbelievable. He made some brilliant saves, and that just proves why Alisson is playing over Mamadashvili. Now, the annoying thing is, obviously, in midweek, Alisson got injured. I don't know what the extent of his injury is, so that's going to be interesting seeing what it's like having Mamadashvili in goal for a bit. But he's a good backup keeper, so I'm hopeful that he'll, do decent. Honestly, Salah is it's a bit frustrating. Salah hasn't really done a lot this season that's made me like, wow. I'm actually not too fussed. He's not in my FPL at the minute, which is not something that you'd expect a Liverpool fan to say. But no, it was a good goal from Nketiah. They deserved the win. Can't complain. It's just we didn't gel. We just didn't do anything. We had a lot of possession in the second half, a lot of attempts that didn't really lead to anything. Yes. Something needs to change. We didn't play Wirtz from the start, I don't think, and that made no difference. So honestly, I have no idea what we need to do, but maybe give Chiesa more game time because he did really well in the cup a few weeks ago. He got 2 assists, and I'm just a bit frustrated he's not playing a bit more because he's a quality player and he got left out of the squad for the match last night in the Champions League. And I don't know why, because when he's one of our best players at the minute, he needs to play more. So I don't know what we're doing.
Oriel, I've got a couple of questions for you.
Yeah, go on.
So you answered that question like a politician then. Yeah. You've told us you didn't deserve the win, but I want you to pinpoint now. Tell me what areas of the team you're falling down on, because, you've got Isak, you've got Ekitike, who was banging him in before Isak. So you've got a phenomenal, or supposedly, I hear from all Liverpool fans, Isak's the best striker in the world. Right? He's not doing it for you. You dropped Ekitike to put Isak in. Are you falling down up front? Are you falling down in midfield? Because Wirtz has been shambolic this season. He doesn't look like a £150 million player. My brother's a Liverpool fan. He's telling me Gravenberch is the best centre midfielder in the Premier League. So if you've got the best keeper, like you all say in Alisson, and you've got the best centre half in Van Dijk, and you've got the best holding midfielder in Gravenberch, and you've got the best signing this season in Wirtz, and you've signed the best striker in the world in Isak. Where's your problem lie?
I think it's
all over everyone.
I think it's obviously Ekitike couldn't play, which is frustrating. And as much as I like Isak, I don't think he's having the best time at the minute. It's like I think it's service. I don't think he had the greatest amount of service to him. I think he's a tall lad, right? So we should probably be trying to cross it in more, get his head on it, and yeah.
You're blaming Liverpool's results on Isak not being match fit and not getting service.
I mean, a little bit, but at the same time, players like Salah Salah's not really performed in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, Salah's been poor this season so far.
But then again, last season he started off poorly, I think, and he picked it up and was one of the best wingers in the whole league. So it all depends what happens the rest of the season. But so far,
here's an idea. This is just an idea I had. Maybe Van Dijk is getting too old now and his legs are going. Maybe Gravenberch isn't the best holding midfielder in the Premier League, which you said. Maybe Isak isn't the best striker in the world. But when you put all of those things together, these deluded Liverpool fans can now actually see you ain't going to win every game this season like you said you were.
I mean, it's interesting because I still think Van Dijk and Gravenberch, yes, but Salah and everyone, and Isak and all that lot, I don't think are as good as a lot of Liverpool fans make them out to be. Just because we've paid a lot of money on Wirtz, a lot of money on Isak, and we've got Salah, who is supposedly the best winger in the league or in the world, as a lot of people say, doesn't mean to say they are, because obviously Salah's mid-30s or something. So he's getting on a bit.
I'm going to be a devil's advocate right now, and I'm going to say, is any of the blame right now on Slot? Because if you're looking at last season, you didn't really do much business in terms of transfers. So you basically had essentially Klopp's squad, and you went and win the Premier League. You then go out and do a load of business. You bring in Kirkes, you bring in Frimpong, Wirtz, Isak, so forth. You're playing Szoboszlai at right back rather than play. And I know Frimpong got injured, but Frimpong's back, and he's still like doing Szoboszlai right back. And then during the week, you had Frimpong at winger. You've tried Wirtz in a couple of different positions and stuff like that. Do you think Slot right now doesn't know what his best 11 is in the right positions?
Yes, that's a very good point. I think he's a bit puzzled at the minute because he saw the loss. He's seen the amount of times that we've luckily won by a last minute winner, and he's probably gone, oh, I need to figure out what's working and what's not, so that obviously we can try and win a bit more convincingly. And honestly, he obviously hates Chiesa, because otherwise he'd be playing him more, because he's one of our best players at the minute. But other than that, I think it's a bit of trial and error, isn't it, to see what works. And at the moment, what he's done the last couple of weeks clearly hasn't worked.
I've got a couple of questions about Liverpool, if that's okay. So
Yeah,
fire away.
the first one would be, is this period of time the most pressure Arne Slot has faced as Liverpool manager? Because he's had it all his own way last year, really. Arsenal kind of bottled it. City had that terrible run, just walked to the league.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas now he's spent a lot of money and it's not really working out. And the second part of the question would be, should you have prioritised getting Mark Gahey from Crystal Palace instead of one of your other signings?
Yes, I agree with that, both of that. So Gahey is one of those ones where we left it too late. If we'd have gone in probably halfway into the transfer window or even earlier and said everything we said on deadline day and got it all sorted, then it probably would have been a no-brainer for Crystal Palace. Oh yeah, that's a good amount of money, blah, 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 we'll accept that deal. But because it got right to the final moment, they've gone, well, we don't have a replacement because you've taken so long to get yourself into gear and actually sign him, and you haven't signed him, so we've not gone out of our way to replace him because we don't need to, because he's still here. So I think it's a bit of, if we'd have actually prioritised him, maybe over Isak, because Ekitike has shown already that he's a quality striker and he's good enough to play it up front, so we don't need Isak. Or maybe even keep Szoboszlai at cam and we don't have Wirtz. So it all depends. But yeah, I do agree. I think some of the signings that we've made are a bit unnecessary, I'd say.
Jimmy's just had to nip off. He's having some technical issues, so I'm just going to take over for the next few minutes.
Okay.
And take back. One last question for Glory Hole before we move on to the next game, and that is, you mentioned before that Wirtz has been poor this season, and everybody knows he has. And it's easy when you've got a price tag that high to sort of like cast the aspersions, but when you pay or the best part of £150 million for a player, is it unfair of me to think you should be ready-made to hit the ground running? There shouldn't be any bedding time. If you're paying that amount, it's for a ready-made player ready to like hit the ground running. Is that fair, Mers? Dan?
I think it's completely fair. And as I said a bit before the stream, Wirtz isn't being used in the same way that Wirtz played at Leverkusen. And it goes back to what I'm saying about Slot. not knowing how to use some of these new signings.
I think it's very fair. I think, if you sign somebody for 100 million, they're not a project. It can't be someone for the future. They need to come in and start performing straight away.
And then I did say that was going to be
his onslaught, though. I don't think he's getting a complete fair run at the minute as well.
And just quickly, this is a question for all of you. A couple of weeks ago, I think we asked everybody on the panel who we thought was going to win the league, and it was unanimous. We thought Liverpool were the favourites, so we're going to do it. Does that still remain, or are we now saying it's more open title race, Mers?
I think it was very open. I think at the time that we did the predictions, so obviously the transfer window hadn't actually finished and stuff, and we're basing a lot on maybe so-called potential transfers and stuff. And I think based on additional information, what we're seeing after the first 6 games, I think it's definitely a very open Premier League title race in the long run.
And who do you see that between? 1, 2, 3, 4 teams?
I think it's going to be between 3. I think I don't want to ever discount Man City, because Pep, come second half of the season, he knows what to do. He knows how to get those points. We've seen it time and time again, especially when Arsenal been top, Liverpool been top. They always just creep up on you and then just nick it towards the end. But I think it's Man City, Arsenal, Liverpool, probably a battle of those 3.
Glory hole. I mean, you've been absolutely ultra confident every week. Is there any element of doubt creeping in at all, or are you still 100% certain?
Like Mers said earlier, Arsenal have got very good squad depth, and if you look at our defence, we've only got Joe Gomez for centre back. Leone's injured now for the rest of the season, and then we've got youngsters like I don't know how old he is, but Reece Williams, who's been around a while, and let's be real, is not good enough to play in the first team and is never going to get minutes. So other than that, we don't really have any centre backs. So if, for argument's sake, Van Dijk goes and gets injured, we could be very screwed in defence. So I think if anyone's going to challenge, it will be Arsenal. I still feel confident that we'll win it. But like Mers said, I think it will be quite close between us and Arsenal. I'm not confident that City have got enough to challenge. I just don't think your defence is good enough. Your attack, yes, your attack is wonderful, but your defense worries me a bit. Rico Lewis, I know Rico isn't playing much, but you're playing a midfielder in defense instead of Rico Lewis. That should be a red flag that your defense isn't good enough.
Who's the midfielder? You mean Nunes?
Yeah, or is he actually a defender now?
No, he is a midfielder.
Well, we have had a lot of injuries, but just to touch on a point you made there, I actually want Van Dijk to stay fit, because I think he's now becoming a weakness. I don't think he's as quick as he was. And I'm seeing mistakes creep into his game. But I think we've spent a lot of time on Liverpool. I just want to quickly go to Sunderland, Dan, and Brighton, Dan, and just get their thoughts very quickly on where they see the title challenges this season. Start with Sunderland, Dan.
I think after the summer transfer window, I can't lie, I thought Liverpool was going to walk it again. However, after seeing the Charity Shield in Bournemouth, the defensive vulnerabilities are there and they haven't been fixed yet. I do like Arsenal. I just think teams that are solid defensively always do well over 38 games.
Mm-hmm.
But City, you are creeping into it yet. So I think it really depends on, can you get Rodri back to 85% of what he was? If you can, you might creep into it, but probably lean Arsenal for the solidness at the back.
So you're edging towards Arsenal?
Yes, although I have mentioned all 3, so I might need to pick some splinter.
No, you're doing the glory hole there, aren't you? You're answering the question without answering the question.
Going to me head, Arsenal. I think defence will win leagues.
Mers will start smiling in a sec. Right, and Dan, where do you see the title going then?
Just like everyone said, when we first did our predictions and we pretty much said Liverpool walk it, I was still on the fence when they got Isaac, but having seen him play, he's not, as everyone said, you're not buying someone that doesn't know the league. You're not buying someone that has to learn the football. You've bought a player that's well known. So for me, and having seen Gyökeres and other players at Arsenal kick on, I definitely think it's going to be very, very, very tight this year. I thought, prediction-wise, that Liverpool would be streets ahead of Man City, Arsenal. I'll admit it. Now it's going to be a freeway. It's going to be a freeway between Arsenal, Man City, and Liverpool. I still feel like Liverpool might edge it, but I'm not going to say 100% that that's what will happen. But it's going to be definitely a freeway between you three.
Uchi, what's your opinion? I mean, we were talking about the Liverpool result against Palace.
Yeah.
Off the back of what everybody said, I just brought up the question: is everyone, because it was nearly unanimous that most people thought Liverpool would walk the league. Now, has that changed your opinion watching the last couple of weeks, the last couple of results?
Yeah, I mean, I think everyone's going to lose games. We know that. But touching on what other people have said, the players that are playing at the minute aren't the players that we thought they were going to be. Not playing, and they're not seeing games out as comfortable as what we thought they were going to see them out. Went back to the first game of the season, we're at Bournemouth, 2-0 up, went back to 2-2 before they pulled ahead again. Losing to Palace, they haven't looked the best defensively. Me personally, at the minute, I'm thinking it's a two-horse race between Arsenal and City to win the league.
Fucking hell.
I don't see
You take Liverpool right out the equation.
Yeah, I think at the minute, I think it's between Arsenal and City. Arsenal got the advantage because they're up there. They are absolutely solid defensively. Whereas Man City, yeah, fair enough, they're leaking goals at certain stages that you wouldn't expect them to leak. Trafford's out, Donnarumma's in. Haaland's on fire as always. So is it going to be a case of City going to outscore everyone to the point where they're just going to catch up and overtake Arsenal like they did 2 seasons ago? Or is it that Arsenal are just going to sit back, they're going to hold that solid line, they're going to pick people off on counter-attack and stuff, and Arsenal want to win it basically how Leicester won it, in seeing people out and getting them on break? So I think that is the type of football that suits Arsenal at the minute. They've always been known for like building up from the back and playing attractive football. Odegaard's solid in that like number 10 role, number 8 role, whichever he's playing. But they've actually got a goal scorer this season. I think that's going to benefit them massively.
Right. Shall we move on to the Leeds Bournemouth game, which is quite apt because you've come back, Uchi. You've got to be pleased with that against an informed Bournemouth team.
Pleased and disappointed, mate, to be honest.
Because you were leading for so long.
Yeah, so it's best I've seen Leeds play at Ellen Road for a while. We've played really good football. Bournemouth are no mugs. They're going to do well this season. They're going to pick points up against a lot of teams. And to be leading all the way up until the 95th minute and then concede a late equaliser, I think that disappointed not to take all 3 points, I'll be honest with you. Kicking the bollocks, that, isn't it? It is, 100%, mate. 100%. You're looking at table, you're thinking, sound, we're in a good position here. I think we're 1 point behind Sunderland at that point. We're into the last couple of minutes. I think it put us on 10 points. And you think 10 points off 6 games at like the start of your Premier League season, you'll snap anyone's hand off at that. Don't matter who you've played. But yeah, back down to 8 points. But for once this season, and the prick's not here, we're above Man United. And he's not here.
The other thing as well.
About Calvert-Lewin, because he obviously had a couple of very good chances before the Bournemouth goal, but I know he gets brought up quite often.
Yeah, so Calvert-Lewin, to me, he will score goals. And I feel like a broken record because I feel like Liverpool are talking about Isaac. Calvert-Lewin's not match fit. He spent a lot of last season injured. He's coming to a completely different squad playing completely different football. He's only, 4 weeks in to his Leeds, to the Leeds squad. Obviously didn't come in at start of the season. But yeah, I think he'll score goals. He's definitely getting right places. And as well as, he got 4 clear-cut chances at the weekend. He didn't take any of them. But what he did with the ball, not in front of goal, like he were holding the ball, he were bringing us midfield into play, he were bringing us wingers into play, he were even bringing us fullbacks into play, so we're holding it up that much. That's something we've missed. All we need now is in that number 10 that's got that bit of pace about him. that can get in behind him. So once he's laid the midfielders off or the fullbacks, we've then got someone in box. Because at the minute he's playing the 9 and the 10. And I think we can't quite grasp which way we want to play until his fitness is there. I mean, we're playing that Yankin at number 10 role at the minute, and I don't think he's cut out for it. And obviously Nonto was injured. So yeah, a couple more weeks, I think he'll start scoring goals. Not saying he's going to score every week. He's already got one. He got one last week, didn't he?
Just to pick you up on a couple of points there, Rich, you say he's not match fit. He hasn't been match fit for fucking 6 years. He don't play enough games to get match fit. I guarantee you now. I guarantee it. Like when we had the initial discussion on Calvert-Lewin, I think I said you'll be lucky if he scores 5 goals, and I don't think he'll play enough games to get 5 goals.
I honestly do. And yeah, I get he's not match fit. He's not playing enough games. But this is what I'm saying. Like, we just need to keep him fit. We've got a good medical squad behind us. Solomon coming last season, everyone were hating it. He's never match fit. He's injury prone. Blah blah. He didn't have one injury while playing a championship season. Whether that's coincidence or it's down to our medical staff. Yeah, we're not.
The last couple of weeks, though, we've said Leeds need a striker who's going to put the ball in the net, and it's brilliant that he's doing this link-up play. But your Leeds are crying out for a Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank, a striker of that nature.
Oh, 100%, mate, 100%.
But I don't see Calvert-Lewin playing a lot for you. Don't see him scoring a lot of goals.
Well, we ain't got much option, have we? Let's be honest. We've got Mecca and we've got Calvert-Lewin. There's 2 strikers.
In the Metcha?
Yeah. We've got him and Calvert-Lewin. That's all we've got. So we've got to put a lot of faith in him, whoever plays.
I mean, I'd have Nemetcha over Calvert-Lewin every day and twice on Sunday.
Yeah, obviously Falk's seen something in training that no one else has seen, and he's picking Calvert-Lewin at a minute, so we have to go with it, and we just got to hope and pray that it takes his chances. We create enough chances. We proved that against Bournemouth.
Oh, you
proved against Wolves.
First off, you could have been 4 or 5 clear.
Yeah. So it's not like we don't create chances. It's just taking them when they come to us, and that's all we've got to do. Because we create enough, we play good football. I think as a newly promoted team, and same with Sunderland, I think we are pretty defensively, not going to say solid, but we are strong defensively. I don't think we've ever been this strong coming into a Premier League season.
Are you concerned about last-minute goals? Because that's a couple that's went in now. And
yeah.
I mean, everyone's going to get one at some point.
It's just seeing the games out, and I think that comes with experience and the fact that Premier League is a different league completely, and it's a different beast. And teams will just push and push and push. You've just got to learn how to soak that pressure up and how to absorb it, how to divert it, trying to get it back up the end of the pitch. And I think Leeds' play at a minute is get it out for a throw in, and that'll do. But it won't. It's going to come straight back in. Do you know what I mean? So we've got to work on seeing as games out. But other than that, I think we're all right this year.
Anyone else got anything to add on Bournemouth versus Leeds, or should we move on to the mighty Man City?
Go on, move on to the City then.
So,
to update you, well, Forest are 2-1 down.
Who are Forest?
Forest are 2-1 down. Yeah, just equalised, and then they kicked off, went out the other end, and conceded again.
And ball at its finest.
So, pretty straightforward win for City. I know we conceded to Burnley. There is a defensive mistake in there, normally a howler, but the defense is getting stronger, and we're playing a slightly different style of football now, where it was all possession based. We're playing orthodox wingers, and we're not afraid to play on the counter attack as we saw against Arsenal. And that's just another reason why I love Pep is changing. He can adapt his style of play, whereas some other managers over the other side of Manchester can't adapt, and they're falling foul of Amorim's tactics. But Rodri's getting back to his fitness. It's always tough when you come back from an injury of that magnitude. Haaland is on absolute fire, and Foden's looking sharp as well. I watched Reinders last night. He's looking good. The team is looking like it's improving quickly, and that's really encouraging. So, pretty straightforward win for City, and We play Brentford next week, and I'm expecting another decent win against Brentford. Anyone else watch the game? Have any thoughts?
No, I was just buzzing that Ireland scored 2 because I triple captained him. And they're both 20th minute one there.
What? How many points did you get, though, Watch?
In total?
Not as many as the big dog.
No, mate, but we'll see this week.
Mers, what did you make of the match?
Yeah, it was obviously very close in the first half, and you definitely had to come back out in the second half, guns blazing and everything. I'm surprised about Pep and actually changing the style of football, not being quite like tiki taka, lot of holding the ball for long periods of time, like very quick, fluid attacks, and I think that right there, the more quicker attacks helps Haaland because that plays to his strengths more, because that's like how he used to play at Dortmund, like very quick attacks, using his strength, using his pace to be able to bully defenders and stuff like that. Yeah, and I feel like that's going to help him score even more goals than he has done in his record first season.
Yeah, 36 in his first season. When you attack quickly as well, you don't allow the defense to get shape. So there's lots of space in behind for him to run into. So I agree with you. There is one thing that I don't like what City are doing at the moment is, and I don't know if you guys have noticed it, if they get the ball to the byline, instead of crossing it, they keep possession and bring out. Now, I know that does bring goals because you're pulling defenders in and out of position. I just like to see us cross it more with Haaland in the box. I think we're missing out on some goals there, but you can't have it always. And I bow to Pep's superiority in the management game. L'Oreal, you're smiling your head off. Anything you want to add?
You say about crossing it in more. I think a lot of teams need to do that because it seems like a lot of teams have got players that can get in the box, and I think they need to capitalize on that a bit more. But there we go.
Yeah, it depends on the team though, because crosses can be a very wasteful form of attacking, because if you don't have the right person inside the box in the right place at the right time, the chances are the goalkeeper's picking it up or it just goes out of play.
But I think if you've got Haaland, you're free not to cross it a little bit more.
Yeah. Haaland's probably the best striker in the league. Let's not lie about that. And
probably. Did you just say then?
Isaac.
Yeah.
Ekitike, the debate Ekitike. But anyway, a player like him is more than capable of being in the right place at the right time. So he should be more than capable of scoring for those chances if they're crossed in.
Uchi, you're back now. I'm going to let you take over the reins, pal, as the leader of the pack tonight.
Sound. So, moving on. No Phil tonight, but we've got Dan. Nottingham Forest 0. Sunderland 1. Dan, what do you make of it? Happy with the result?
Brilliant. 3 points. I mean, I'm sure Leeds are in a similar boat. If you go to a team that's playing in Europe away from home and come away with 3 points, you're absolutely laughing. We had to defend quite a bit, and Chris Wood missed a couple of headers. We had a bit of luck on our side, but I think results like that, I mean, I don't know how much of the game you've seen with it being on television, show why Granit Xhaka is one of the signings of the season in the Premier League.
Yeah.
We've got a very inexperienced...
Carl mentioned that at the beginning of the season. Wasn't it, Carl?
Say that again, sorry, pal.
Dan's just touched on Xhaka. I think it was you who said he was one of the signings of the season.
Yeah, I said he'll be one of the signings of the season. You're getting someone's experience, Champions League, played for big clubs, and then he's also played for Arsenal. I couldn't believe they let him go to Sunderland, but I think he took over the captaincy straight away as well, didn't he, Dan?
Yeah, he has, and every time we were up against it, I mean, for a lot of the second half, we had 10 men within 30 yards of our goal. You could see some of the younger players getting a bit touchy. They'd get it, they'd try lump at the Rose head. Every time he got the ball, he found a Sunderland shirt or he won a free kick. He'd just give us 10 15 seconds to have a breather and recompose.
I'll tell you what has impressed me as well about Xhaka. Mers, you'll probably remember when he played for Arsenal, he wasn't very disciplined, always a walking yellow card, but now he looks like a proper leader. Don't see any discipline issues at all.
I think we've really got the best out of him. I think he feels trusted, like he knows his role is he has to guide these young.
Is that something that Xabi Alonso has put into him, though?
Potentially, because to be fair, when he first joined Arsenal, we used to play him as that like holding midfielder, and it just didn't suit him whatsoever. Then you had Arteta come along, put a bit more like trust in him, and then putting him into this more like box to box style role, and I think that really helped Xhaka like find his best days before he went to Leverkusen. And I think Xabi Alonso probably instilled a bit more the defensive nous within him, which is then now showing at Sunderland.
Yeah, because I'm just thinking it plays a very similar style and a very similar role to what Alonso did.
Yeah, I think he's obviously with the age.
If he's Alonso an extra bit of time to put into him because he knows that he's the exact same kind of player as him. And Alonso were very not withdrawn on the pitch, but it didn't really make a foot wrong with it all. And I think
Just
Alonso,
all the basics very good.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't think at the moment. Maybe I'm forgetting someone. I can't think of a better signing this season at the moment. I think he has to be the signing this season so far, unless I'm forgetting someone any obvious. Anyone think of a better signing this season than Xhaka for Sunderland?
I definitely feel like he's up there. I would feel a little bit at the moment. I don't think Zubimendi's quite up there, but I think Zubimendi's been a good signing for Arsenal.
Yeah, I agree.
No, I think Xhaka's definitely signing at Glory. I don't even start with any fucking Liverpool players, mate.
I'm joking. I'm only joking. They haven't been that good.
Right, before he starts chirping away, let's move on to the Tottenham match. We'll not really speak about this one too much because we've got no fans on, but Spurs 1, Wolves 1.
They made Wolves look better than they have been in any of the 6
Yeah, I think that is the worst I've seen Tottenham this season.
Typical Spurs, they always bottle the easy. They're a little bit like Brighton. They'll win against the tougher teams and the easier teams. They'll bottle it.
Yeah.
What made me laugh as well, that match Spurs v Wolves, I think 1 or 2 days before that, I was listening to Talk Sport, and a Spurs fan said Spurs will be challenging for the league this year. And then I watched that Wolves game, and all I could think about was him.
No chance.
You look like a right dick now, don't you?
Yeah. So, Villa, what's a Villa game? Quite interesting on this one, because Fulham are a pretty good side, and I do like watching Fulham play. But it's like last year's Villa actually turned up for once. Yeah, they turned up, 3-1 winners over Fulham, and they actually look like the Villa that we're watching last season because they struggled massively this season. They only scored 1 goal before this. I don't know what anyone makes of it, but
Watkins as well, didn't he?
Watkins scored, but it's good to see because Villa are one of them teams that you expect to be in that 6th to 9th position. And the start that they had this season, I think Premier League, I don't know if it's like the European journey or whatever, but I think it's good to see, and hopefully they do kick on because I mean Phil likes Villa a lot. I enjoy watching Villa. I enjoy watching Fulham, but we need to get them back up there.
Or if they really kick on, because I really rate Unai Emery. I think he's a brilliant manager.
Yeah.
And what he's
100%.
done with last season, I mean, they give PSG the absolute fits in that Champions League. You know, Donnarumma kept them in it.
Yeah.
But they just haven't quite got going, so it'll be interesting to see if they just had a little bit of a hangover from the summer. A few of them got lazy, or have they now?
I was scratching my head on this, Dan, because like Villa last year could beat any team in the league on the day.
Oh, they were
They were
brilliant.
solid at home, and I thought they'd be a shoo-in for challenging for the top 6-7 places, challenging. They started terrible. They didn't score a goal, did they, for four games, was it? 5 games?
They scored midweek last week in Cup for it. That was the first goal they scored.
Yeah, I think so.
And the
They
first
scored
for
one,
one goal
me-
in the league.
10-man Sunderland.
Watkins had a great season last year, didn't he?
Yeah.
This year, it took 6 games for him to score a goal. And for me, that's where they've been found out. If Watkins isn't bagging for him, they're going to struggle.
I don't think anyone can disagree with that.
I think another problem for Villa is the fact that they don't really have the money to spend, and so their transfer window has been probably one of the worst out of like most of the Premier League teams.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's hit him a bit on it this year. Anyway, Merge, coming on to you. Away to Newcastle, 2-1 victories. I think we all expected it to be a draw until that. Let's just say Liverpool's version of the VAR, extra couple of minutes until Arsenal scored. What do you reckon?
Pretty much.
Yeah, it was a good, entertaining match. I do feel like Arsenal versus Newcastle seems to be filled with controversy with like VAR refereeing and so forth. Like, there's been plenty of games over the last few seasons where you just have like dodgy decision making going on. In terms of my opinions in regards to like both of the penalty shout outs, I do feel like both of them weren't penalties for myself, because obviously weren't penalties.
Yeah,
because I do feel like this whole thing with like the Pope with Pope touching the ball. I mean, yes, there was a contradictory situation last season where Saliba touched the ball before then hitting. I'm not too sure who it was. Who was it that he headbutted? But obviously that was given as a penalty, and then Howard in that bloody Premier League show on a Monday going, oh yeah, you know, just because he touched it doesn't mean there's no like further content, and then it's a penalty, and now he's contradicted himself with this one. But I feel like refs do need to show some consistencies with decision making. In terms of the late goals, it was great to see Arsenal showing character and using substitutions again. Like Mikel Merino was one of them, one of the key players in that. Obviously, and brought up the fact that Arsenal have improved their squad depth, and it's another match of why it's been good with the signings, because we're showing character. We're utilizing these new signings. They've been pretty decent. And I see John has just shown up just at the right time in chat.
Yeah, I was just about to pin that. He's, I think, it's at New York Stadium, 1-0 up. Miracles do happen. Rotherham are leading the game. And he's joined just at the right time, talking about Newcastle losing. So, evening, John.
But the main thing I got to take from Arsenal right now is the first 6 games, we've been to Anfield, we've played Man City, we've gone to St. James's Park, we've gone to Old Trafford in the first 6 games, which I think could help us in the long run by getting those games nice and early.
Yeah, you've got some sticky games out of the way early, though, haven't you?
Yeah, and we've collected 4 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss out of all of those. And that 1 loss to Liverpool was just because of a very well-taken free kick.
Yeah. And I think this is Bushy on his holiday at Mablethorpe. He's talking about the Rotherham game as well. So, obviously, he's not flew away yet. But he's not talking about Man United, and that's the main thing.
But yeah, that's enough for me on that game.
What about this comment then, Mers?
Do you know what? A lot of this scenario with managers and stuff like that being made to look like they're blaming something, a lot of the time it's because they're being asked the question to do with it, and then you don't ever see the clip showing the question asked. You're just seeing the answer being shown. Because Raya, what was it like in that Liverpool loss? He was asked about the ball, answered the question, and then he's getting clipped as apparently blaming the ball for why we lost.
I think the media just put stuff out there as clickbait, and they just want to see people, and they target certain people, don't they? So, but yeah, so we'll go on to the last game at the weekend, then we'll go on to as fixtures preview. We'll talk Dan through what we do, and we'll get him into putting his prediction in. So, a boring end to the football weekend, I think. We're at Everton 1, West Ham 1.
Wow, with Potter being sacked on the Saturday after
press
conference
Saturday morning, it were all changed. Wasn't it? Nuno came in. Whether they did it to try and shake Everton up, I'm not too sure. But you get that new manager syndrome, don't you? Where you go somewhere, manager's first game, it's almost like you're 95% guaranteed a point at least. I don't know what it does to players or anything like that. So I think I had an Everton win predicted. I think a couple of people did. I'm not sure what you guys did. I think Luke had a Everton win as well, but I think that's done a lot of people over that result.
It's the new manager, and I think it's a cracking change going from Potter to Nuno. You know, well, obviously, a bit like you, Hutch, you're kind of picking the three that can go down and the three you can finish above. And
yeah,
I'm not too happy about that appointment for West Ham, to be fair.
No, I'm not, mate. I think they should have kept Potter into at least end of January.
Lovely.
And give us a couple more months to get some points on board. But listen, I think Brentford will be down there this year.
Yeah,
I think West Ham could still be down there this year because, look, he's playing with a squad that's not his. It's just inherited it. Apart from Paqueta and Bowen, have they really got quality? Not too sure. And have they got money? Are they going to put money in January? Because...
Well, the owners, they hate the owner at the moment, don't they? It's not in a bigger picture of the club.
Yeah, and I think John's hit nail on the head. I think West Ham will be happy with that result compared to Everton, because I think Everton were expecting a result out of that game.
Definitely.
Actually, we can't all predict 1-0s like me for that game.
Well, you just be quiet, mate. We'll not talk about you. Right, so just to talk Dan through what we do, because obviously he's new to this. So, Dan, if you want to get your predictions into our group chat.
Yeah, I typed some out earlier, so I'll put them in now. Give us a second.
Yeah, so what we do, every Thursday night, we'll go through previous weeks, and then we'll talk through our predictions. And we've got a little prediction league set up within the group.
Yeah.
Just a bit of fun. We send them to... So in the group chat, there's someone called Dave Besley, or Beza, whatever he's called. He does our table, so we have to send him all our predictions to him by end of play Thursday. He takes care of the league. We talk through them on stream, see what everyone's looking at, sort of compare his predictions, really. So we'll go through them all now.
So don't get accused of copying anyone. Give us a second.
Yeah, so what we'll do is I'll get the first one going. I'll come to you last, so obviously you'll get a bit of chance to sort your results out. But so first game of this week is Bournemouth-Fulham. So I'll start with Mers because he's to my right. Mers, what are you thinking for this game?
I'm thinking a 2-0 win for Bournemouth.
2-0 for Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Fair enough. GH?
I've gone 2-1. I think Fulham will score, but Bournemouth are too good.
Fair play. Carl?
Well, it's not often I agree with Glory Hole, but I've gone 2-1 as well.
Oh, you're copying me this week. It's you this week, is it?
Dear. Dan, what are you saying, mate?
I've typed this out. I've went 2-1 Bournemouth as well.
You've gone 2-1.
I have, yeah. I just think they're a really solid team. I think it was a great point for you all up this week.
Yeah. Come on, Dan.
Well, I have gone 2-1, but I've got Fulham. 2-1 Fulham.
You want to Fulham?
Nah, that's bold.
Yeah. Well, I've got 2-1 Bournemouth. So, early kick-off Saturday. Leeds Tottenham. I'm just going to put out there early doors. I predicted a 2-1 Tottenham win. We'll go to Mers next.
I'm going with a 1-1 draw, to be fair.
1-1 draw. GH?
3-1 to Spurs.
Right, so we'll just kick him out now. Carl?
I think this will be a really close game. I've just got Spurs just to edge it 2-1.
Brighton, Dan?
3-1 to Tottenham. Sorry, mate.
Dan?
I'm actually giving you a little bit of credit. I think Spurs won't like going up to Elland Road. I think you'll get a 1-1 draw out of it.
1-1 draw. So we've missed John's comment. So John's got a 2-1 Bournemouth win. And he's got... We'll not talk about that one. Right, so next game. We'll start with Mers. It's Arsenal-West Ham.
I'm backing my boys. 3-0 win over West Ham.
3-0. I've got 3-0 as well, to be fair. So... GH?
I think it's going to be 2-1 Arsenal.
2-1 Arsenal. You think West Ham are going to score?
They're going to score first, and then Arsenal are going to ramp it up another notch and win.
Bold prediction.
Can we just get someone to GH's house and see what's in his water, please? Carl, come on. You've got a bit of sense.
I see this being quite an expansive game of football. West Ham nick a set-piece goal, but Arsenal, easy winners 3-1.
Ooh.
John's got 3-0 Arsenal as well. Dan, Brighton, Dan.
Well, a bit of a high-scoring one, this one. 4-1 to Arsenal.
4-1.
Luminek.
Dan?
I went 3-0 as well.
3-0 as well. I think someone's copying everyone here.
I've got it.
Right, so we'll start with Dan here. Man United, Sunderland.
I think it's going to be Man United 1, Sunderland 2.
Whoa!
Very nice.
Shout.
You've got to back your boys.
You've got to back your boys, especially at that shit all over stadium. It's falling down. Squad's falling to pieces. Yeah. GH.
I think Sunderland are keeping a clean sheet. 1-0 Sunderland.
Good lad. I love you all. I love it.
You said that as I was going to get behind you there and all start cheering. Mers, what are we thinking?
Do you know what? I'm going to agree with GH on this one. Yeah. Sunderland have been relatively decent defensively, and Man United, a lot of the time, are relying on maybe like a penalty or something like that. So I think 1-0 to Sunderland as well.
Fair play. Dan? Brighton, Dan. I'm going to start thinking Jedward because there's 2 Dans on here now. What did you say, mate? 2-1 Man United. Carl?
Even though I think Sunderland are playing by far the better football of the two teams, I think this is a game United have to win. I think if United lose this game, Amorim will be sacked within a couple of days. And for that reason, I've gone a 2-1 win United.
Oh, how dare you?
Yeah, John's on 2-1 United as well. I've actually got a 2-2 draw for this game. I think Man United will score, but like I said, Sunderland, we've already touched on Xhaka. I think Sunderland, I don't think they'll lose, but yeah, 2-2 away to Old Trafford. I think that is a decent result for any squad, especially a newly promoted side. So,
can I touch on one thing quickly, Hutch? On that prediction where I predicted United, I will never be happier to have a prediction wrong, by the way. I'll be hoping and supporting for a Sunderland win. Let me assure you of that.
You sound like our Luke. So he predicted a 2-1 Man United win. Right, so GH, we'll start with you, mate. You're away to Stamford Bridge, Chelsea, Liverpool.
2-1 Liverpool.
2-1 Liverpool. Mers?
I'm going with a 1-1 draw.
1-1 draw. I've got a 2-1 Liverpool as well, to be fair. Carl?
I've got Liverpool to be a little bit stuttery still, so I'm going 1-1 draw.
Jedward?
I've got Liverpool to win this one 3-2.
3-2. Dan?
I've got 2-2. I think we're going to have lots of goals, lots of drama.
And John's put a bold statement out here. He's got a Chelsea 2, Liverpool 1, and Isak to be injured.
Oh, yeah.
So, I don't know if you're not aware, John is a 2-team wanker, same as Bush here. He's a Newcastle and a Rotherham fan. He's a bit bitter about the old Isak situation, so...
I feel bad for him, Newcastle.
Next game then. So Villa Park, Villa Burnley. We'll start with Mears again.
I'm going to see a comfortable win for Aston Villa. I think now they're kicking on a little bit. 2-0 win for them.
I've got 2-0 as well. GH?
Yeah, I've gone 1-1 for some reason.
1-1. Fair play. Dan?
Oh, I'm done. I forget. He's Jedward. I'm done. I've got 3-1 Villa. I think they've got a crack now. They'll be fine.
3-1 Villa. Jedward, what we saying?
2-1 to Villa.
2-1 Villa. Carl?
3-1 Villa, comfortable.
3-1 Villa, comfortable. So, we'll come to Carl again. Everton Palace. See, this one, I had to think about this for quite a while because Palace are good, but Everton seems to be doing well at the same time. So, what do you think?
I've gone for a 2-2 draw. I think there's going to be goals either way, and I couldn't split them. If this had been at Palace, I think it'd have been an easy Palace win, but I've got a dogged Everton to dig out a draw.
Fair play. Mers?
I'll go in with a 1-0 away win for Palace.
GH?
2-0 Palace. They're just too good. Everton are not good enough to cope.
What did you say? Sorry, 2-0 or 3-0?
2-0.
2-0 Palace.
Mm-hmm.
John's got 3-1 Palace. I've got 3-1 Palace as well. Jedward?
2-1 to the team that's not Everton.
3-1 to the team that's not Everton.
2-1.
Dan?
2-0 Palace.
2-0 Palace.
So I'm the only one predicting a draw there.
Yeah. Well, I
Everyone
took
else-
anyway. Well, 7 including John. So, Newcastle Forest. We'll start with Carl.
I've watched Newcastle the last few games, and although they didn't win against Arsenal, that first half they were way on top. They look like they're gaining a little bit more momentum. The strikers hit the ground running. They've won again in the Champions League, and I have got an easy Newcastle win, 3-1.
Wow.
Mers?
I'm going with a 2-0 win for Newcastle.
GH?
I've actually gone 1-1. I think it'll be a tight game.
Jedward?
2-1 Newcastle.
Dan?
Bit like Carl's prediction earlier. I really hope this isn't correct, but Newcastle 2-1.
So I've actually got a nice scoring game here. I've got 3-2 to Newcastle. Just a comment from Matt as well, saying I think Everton are a better side than everyone's giving credit for. Palace are a good side, but they are playing tonight, but it was away from home on a Thursday night. Anyone got anything to add to that?
Aren't they unbeaten in 17 games? 18 now.
Yeah, but tiredness and fatigue has probably got to come into play at some point.
But looking at the team that they put out tonight, there's a lot of rotation going.
Fair enough then.
Yeah. Their manager's got them playing. I don't know where they drop points as much as
No, I think there were a lot of... So on transfer deadline day, he kicked a massive stink up, didn't he? Because Gay on his way to Liverpool. And didn't he threaten to leave if they let De Gea go?
Yes, he was going to leave. He was going to leave.
To walk out, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Igor stopped that.
Fair play. John's got a 2-1 Newcastle win, by the way. Dan, we're going to go... Well, Jedward, we're going to come to you, mate. You're away to Wolves.
Well,
So, Wolves Brighton.
I didn't back us against Chelsea. I said a draw. And obviously, we got a result. I am fully backing the boys this time. Brighton 4, Wolves 1.
Wow.
Confident then, yeah?
Yeah.
Carl.
Hello.
Carl's turning into a mannequin, ladies and gentlemen. We'll go to Dan.
I've got 2-0 Brighton. I think they'll be...
No Brighton. GH.
1-0 Brighton.
Mers.
I have 2-1 to Brighton.
2-1 to Brighton. I've got 3-0 Brighton. same as John. I think John's been looking at my predictions tonight, but he's also expecting to see you on pitch, Dan.
If I get close enough, maybe.
You've got to keep the same hairstyle for it as well.
I know, yeah. I think you should go to game, Dan.
Yeah.
Like fringe into like 2 horns. One blue, one white horn, yeah? Oh, just before we pass on, mate, Wolves Brighton, what's your predictions?
He's not happy.
See you later, Carl. Oh, hang on. Is he back again?
Oh.
Drum roll.
Fuck it now. Anyway.
Moving on.
Brentford, Man City. I want to go to Carl, but he's still in a fucking circle, hasn't he? So we'll start with Mers.
I'm going with comfortable 3-0 win for Man City.
3-0 City. GH.
I think Brentford are good enough to score, but they'll lose 3-1.
Dan.
I think 3-0 City, comfortable.
Jedward.
See, I think there's going to be 6 goals in this game.
6.
Yeah. Man City are going to get 4 of them, though. So, 4-2.
4-2. So, John's chucked a bold statement at you. Brentford 2, City 2. And Carl's back just in time to talk to us about it. So, Carl, we need 2 predictions from you, mate, because you went AWOL. So, you froze when we were talking about Wolves and Brighton. So, we need your prediction on that one first, please.
Wolves and Brighton 1-1 I've got.
1-1.
Nothing to split the 2. I don't know where Brighton Danny's getting that prediction from. Like, delusional.
That might have crashed your internet.
You're absolutely right. It's probably that the internet over. And my prediction for City, 3-1 win.
3-1 win. So what you got to say to John?
Well, I mean, nothing that I haven't already said. The guy, you could write in a postage note what he knows about football.
Fair enough. So that's predictions done and dusted. I'm going to pass over to Carl now because he's going to put a bit of a spin on tonight's show. So if he's going to talk us through what we're going to do, and then I think we're all just going to pick a player, but I'll let him explain it a bit more.
Okay, so we've got 2 categories. And the first category is Premiership strikers. And I'm going to start with the striker's name. And then I'm going to say his second name, and his winner stays on. For instance, the first striker is Chris Sutton. I'm going to say a name, and then between the panel, you have to say whether the name that I tell you is better or you're going to stick. And then we should get to the end of the list of footballers with one striker's name. Does that all make sense?
So do we agree as a panel then, yeah?
Yeah, so if we don't agree, it'll go to a vote between us.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so as I said, your first striker is Chris Sutton. Your second striker is Michael Owen.
Oh, that's an easy one.
Fuck off.
Michael Owen is clear.
You all agreed, Michael Owen?
Yeah, I feel like saying Michael Owen. Yeah,
It's got to be, but it's a fucking scout, isn't it?
Your next striker is Mark Viduka.
Viduka.
No, it's still got a bit. No, Owen still wins
I'm not
that.
fucking
Easily.
budget on this. I count as 4, by the way.
Owen wins that easily.
If
Where you going?
Prime Michael Owen.
I'm
It was a very short.
saying Owen. Won a Ballon
It's got to be Owen, but why the fuck have you threw a Leeds player against that prick?
I'd like to say, Hutchie, that it was just pure coincidence, but I think you know my brain by now. Are we all agreed it's Owen still?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, next striker, Peter Crouch.
Ooh,
Owen.
It's definitely Owen, but what a baller Peter Crouch was.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you're sticking with Owen?
Yeah.
So it's still Michael Owen, but when we do this, are we talking about players in the prime or are we judging them on the full career?
Ooh,
I mean,
I'd
it's still
say
Michael
full-
Owen. He's still better than Peter Crouch, but just for future.
Well, I mean, it's however you want to judge it yourself, I think.
So we are basing this off Premier League, aren't we? Because I know obviously
Premier
Owen
League.
like Madrid and stuff like that. So we're just talking pure Premier League form.
I think
Premier
so,
League. Yeah, it's not international Thursday game show. Hutch, it's Premier League. Yeah,
Yeah, but when you're talking about players that's gone abroad,
I know.
yeah,
Right, you ready for your next striker?
no, Rotherham are 2-0 up.
Oh my God, it's a Christmas miracle.
Your next striker is Jermaine Defoe.
Oh,
Oh, you bastard.
Oh,
that's
just for me.
that's
That's
tough.
still Owen.
It is still Owen, but it's a lot closer.
That's tight, that.
That is a lot closer, but it's still Owen.
If you want to make us pick a mag over one of my favourite strikers I've seen at Sunderland in my lifetime, but it's got to be Michael Owen, hasn't it?
It's got to be, but like Defoe's fucking what a player he was.
And if John, if you're watching and you need something to go to sleep to, just watch that goal on Easter Sunday against your lot.
He is. Look at this.
Beautiful left-footed volley.
That's how you know he's not a proper mag. He's even saying Defoe was class. No true Newcastle fan would say that. Right, your next player, Teddy Sheringham.
Oh,
Do you know what I'm saying? Sheringham. I'm saying
Overall,
I've got to agree with you.
I think
Right,
Owen's
well,
prime was
for me,
better.
it's Owen anyway.
nah,
Probably
I
Freya
think
was
it's
there.
it's definitely Owen. I think.
So we've got Merzanuch, Sheringham, Glory Hole, me, Owen. It's the two Dans.
I'm going to go Sheringham for his longevity. Michael Owen's prime in the Premier
Right,
League
Dan.
short-lived.
I was going to say Sheringham.
Right, so Sheringham is on. So the next striker against Sheringham is Robbie Fowler.
Oh, Fowler easily.
Oh,
Ooh, that's a difficult one.
That's not even close.
I don't know. I feel like Teddy Sheringham does deserve credit for what he's done. Fowler's underrated, I feel like, by a lot of people.
I think we're forgetting that Sheringham played for fucking Tottenham and Fowler played for Liverpool, and Sheringham's still done what he did.
True.
I'm going to hold fire on my vote. I want to see what other people.
I'm going to stick with Sheringham on this one.
I'd have to.
I mean, I love Fowler. He played at Leeds. Do you know what I mean? But
Yeah, you got to back the Leeds
at
boy.
Liverpool, there weren't many better finishers around, and we haven't seen any better since.
If it's my vote is Fowler anyway.
Yeah, it's definitely Fowler, in my opinion.
So we've got two for Fowler. Dan, Sunderland, Dan, what were you saying?
Fowler.
Okay. So we need 3 Sheringhams to pass the Sheringham.
I'm saying Fowler.
Okay.
then it's
Job's
fast.
done. Okay, next striker against Robbie Fowler is
A fucking mystery.
He's gone again! Who made him the quiz master?
Should we try and let's try and guess who he's gonna say when he's back?
Well,
Was he back? Is the movement?
Oh,
the
he's back.
suspense is fucking killing us, Carl.
who is it?
The suspense is killing us.
You froze.
You went the next striker against Fowler, and you went.
And he's frozen.
Oh,
Right. What do we think he's gonna say next?
I got to. Oh, he's here. Hang on. Bear with me.
Come on,
He's
we
gonna-
need one with this.
We're having a few technical issues tonight, ladies and gentlemen. When we say we, I mean
I
this
feel like an
whole eagle in bottom corner.
going to come up next.
Why do I feel like Danny Welbeck's gonna appear somewhere?
No.
No.
It's not going to be a very long debate if you don't.
Carl, are you with us?
I'm with you.
Right. Will you please end this suspense? Your next striker up against Fowler is.
Alan Shearer.
Oh, well, that's
Shearer.
a no-brainer. Shearer.
Shearer.
Oh, shit. I mean, Danny in bottom corner is absolutely fucking cursing you, like, but it's Shearer.
I'll go straight for one Fowler. I
I-
believe it, but I can't see it. So
I
Fowler.
love Fowler, but I can't not say Shearer.
The next striker against Alan Shearer is Harry Kane.
Oh, it is still Shearer because what did Harry Kane win?
I think Kane's a better player.
I think Kane's a better player.
I think Kane could do things Shearer couldn't.
Nah, I'm saying Shearer.
Like Kane for Spurs had like how many Golden Boot seasons? Like
And what did he win?
25 plus maybe
Yeah.
goals.
But what did Shearer win? He only won one.
But GH, you take into account how many seasons did Shearer have in Prem compared to Kane?
Yeah.
And he only won one Premier League.
He won one Premier League and he's not that many goals above him.
Okay, my vote is for Shearer.
Mine's for Harry Kane.
Well, I'm going to go Harry Kane as well.
I'm voting Shearer.
So that's 2-2.
I'm saying Kane, even if though he's the Spurs player, but I'm not a biased type of person.
So 3-2 Kane.
Stick your hair up, Dan. Come on.
Shearer, mate.
So it's 3-3, and the quizmaster gets to decide. So Shearer goes through.
Even John said Shearer, so Shearer.
He's a fucking Newcastle fan. Of course he's going to say Shearer.
Well, yeah, but that like.
Okay. Alan Shearer versus Ruud van Nistelrooy.
Ruud van Nistelrooy.
Ooh.
I fucking hate United, but Ruud van Nistelrooy was a player.
He is a very good player, Van Nistelrooy. Like,
did he play enough in the Premier League to be better than Shearer?
As a box in the box, number 9, Van Nistelrooy was sublime.
I can't say Van Nistelrooy. I don't think he
played.
Even
fucking boring Van Nistelrooy were playing.
I don't think he played in the Prem long enough compared to Shearer.
What cracked me up?
Oh God, GH logic coming here.
And Ruud was a number 10, but
I'm saying Van Nistelrooy.
I think
Van
I'm outnumbered.
I'm saying Van Nistelrooy.
So that's 3 Van Nistelrooy so far.
Make it 4.
4.
Fair enough. Okay.
Game over. GH, quit your fucking research, mate. Shut Google down.
Next striker against Ruud is Carlos Tevez.
Oh,
it's got to be Ruud for me.
I'm sticking with Ruud. Yeah,
Ruud.
As brilliant as Tevez was.
John Sullivan agrees, by the way, saying Shearer immense, but Ruud.
I think Ruud is slightly better.
RWD, John. Just add that to the list of football knowledge you don't.
Yeah, that's Rudd. That's a fish.
Okay, your next striker is Sergio Aguero.
Oh, Aguero. Easily, it has to be Aguero.
That was quick.
Your next striker is Wayne Rooney.
Wayne Rooney, easily.
It's got to be Wazza, hasn't it?
It's got to be Rooney.
Whoa. 1 second. Sergio Aguero scored more goals than Wayne Rooney in 100 games less.
Right. Who?
Not only that, but as a striker, Rooney also started to move back towards Cam throughout his career. Also played out on the wing a little bit.
Does that mean David James started as a striker and went back to goalkeeper? He's not a better striker, though, is he?
He's
I think Aguero's a better striker.
Sergio Aguero is head and shoulders above Wayne Rooney.
I'm saying Rooney, but I'm probably outnumbered here.
If I want
a
striker, I have to go Aguero.
Aguero for me, Aguero for Dan. Hutch.
4 Agueros plus
4 Agueros. This is the last striker on the list. Thierry Henry.
Well, obviously it has to be Henry.
Job done. Others.
Okay, so Henry takes it, yeah?
Yeah. 100%.
Right. This is the last list, and then I'm going. Premiership midfielders. This is a lot more difficult. The midfielder we're starting with is Cesc Fabregas. Your next midfielder is N'Golo Kante.
Fabregas, easily.
Fabregas.
Yeah, Fabregas.
That's 4.
Fabregas takes it. Your next midfielder is Patrick Vieira.
Ooh.
Yeah, for me.
Yeah,
it's got to be Vieira, hasn't it?
Vieira.
It's Vieira for me as well.
Yeah.
You were part of the Invincibles, weren't you, and all?
Mm-hmm.
Next midfielder, his old rival on the pitch. Mers, who is it?
Keane.
Roy Keane.
It's got to be Vieira, I think.
Vieira.
Yeah, I think Vieira.
But yeah, I'd agree.
Next midfielder is David Silva.
Ooh.
Silva.
They're very different players, though, aren't they?
I know, but if you're thinking about like who would probably be more influential in a team, David Silva's more
You-
Oh, if it's
influential.
influence,
Yeah.
oh dear. If it's who's the
I'm saying Vieira.
if we're judging this by who influences a team, I think it's Patrick Vieira, hands down.
Mm-hmm.
David Silva for me by a country mile.
Right, so where are we at the minute? Vieira, hands up.
Just two of us at the minute. So we've lost unless you say it.
Silva,
Silva.
3. Fuck.
It's going to be Silver anyway, because he gets the.
Yeah.
Next midfielder, Yaya Toure.
Yeah.
Silva still.
I think Silva beats Yaya.
That's difficult, that, but
That's tough.
yeah, I'm just going to go with Silva because I can't be asked to argue that one out. They're both class.
Next midfielder is Paul Scholes.
Skulls. Got to be Skulls.
Yeah.
Scholes is one of the few players that's come out of retirement to help out a team. That says a lot about the player's ability. That says a lot about if you're being asked to come out of retirement to help out a team. That says a lot about your ability, and I think Scholes is probably one of the best midfielders that has ever graced the Premier League.
I don't think Scholes got the recognition that he should have got, to be fair.
I'll tell you one player who doesn't get the recognition he deserves, and that's David Silva. Because everyone lauds De Bruyne's plaudits, but David Silva was head and shoulders better than Kevin De Bruyne.
Yeah, David Silva, what class? And he was a magician with the ball at his feet. There's a lot of players out there that don't get recognition that they deserve, but I think Scholes were one of them that they were always quiet on a pitch, but always did enough, like more than enough.
Let's put it to the vote then. So is it Scholes or David Silva?
Skulls.
Put Scholes as my vote.
Yeah, I'm going to go Scholes.
Gloriole,
Yeah, Skulls.
Brighton Dan,
Skulls.
wanker. Next midfielder, Steven Gerrard.
Oh, Gerrard, easy.
Scholes.
Gerrard's miles better.
Fucking Gerrard's
can't-
overrated prick.
Wow.
Gerard's only known for his slip, so
Dan?
I mean,
I'll-
one thing I've
I'll
always
stick-
said about Steven Gerrard, I've never known one player be able to influence 90 minutes of football as much as he could.
So
Like the
Gloriole and Dan, Gerrard.
West Ham
Mers has
final.
gone Scholes. Uch,
I've gone Scholes.
Brighton Dan.
Skulls.
Oh, you would.
Well, I go Gerrard and I get the vote.
Oh,
You fucking dickhead.
go on, Carl, go on.
Gerrard is 10 times the player Paul Scholes was.
No, he's not.
He is. Next midfielder is Frank Lampard.
Gerrard.
Oh,
Lampard.
that's
Frank
actually
Lampard all day.
that is close, but
We're
Gerrard
going
is
on
better.
who's the best manager.
This
as well.
is so backwards, man.
So Uch has said Gerrard, Mers said Lampard, Gloriole said Gerrard. Dan,
Frank Lampard, no brainer, best Premier League midfielder.
Brighton Dan.
No way.
Lampard.
Oh, for
It's Lampard from me as well.
no way.
Can't argue with his goals and assists.
Look at the goals he scored from midfield. No other midfielder scored that goal.
Look at the goals that Gerrard scored from midfield.
Not as many as Lampard. Nowhere near.
No, but they were class goals.
Oh, they were. He was a brilliant player, but Lampard, his contributions from midfield.
Doesn't matter whether it's in off your shoulder or in off your boot or in off your ass. A goal's a goal. Lampard scored more of them. No midfielder comes close to the amount of goals he scored. Lampard wins. Last midfielder on the list, Kevin De Bruyne.
Lampard.
Sorry, but I'm going to say Lampard.
I'm
I know
saying
Kevin De Bruyne's up there as one of the best, but I think Lampard. It's hard to find another midfielder on that
He's
kind
gotta-
of what he
yeah.
did.
Yeah, it's got to be Lampard, I think.
So Gloriole says Lampard. Mers says Lampard. Hutch.
Come back to me.
I'm saying De Bruyne. Brighton, Dan.
It's a tough one. I feel like De Bruyne.
Sunderland, Dan.
I've got to go Lampard.
Uchi, if you say De Bruyne, he wins it. If you say Lampard, he wins it. You have got the final vote. Bear in mind who your best mate on this podcast is.
I'm going with Lampard.
You fucking traitor.
Way.
I tell you what, the funniest part of this was. The funniest part of this show for me was when it came Scholes and I gave the vote to Gerrard and Gloria was like, well done, Carl, well done, Carl. And in the very next breath I went, Lampard beats Gerrard.
Yeah. I thought I liked you, but I'll take that back.
Anyway, it was a good bit of fun that. It was good to hear your views on certain players as well, even if some of them were deluded. But anyway, close the show.
What it means by that is we didn't pick a City player. Right, so anyone got anything to add before we end this stream tonight? Obviously, we've still got us FPL that's going out tomorrow. And then we've got us Miller Monday. Oh, no, we've got a new show, haven't we, on Sunday that fills the Oak Stop.
Watch along, I would imagine, of the Rotherham game of the weekend.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've got one last thing to add, Butch.
What?
Now, Brighton, Dan, we didn't make you do it for the whole show. Get that top off and wind round your head right now. A forfeit is a forfeit.
That's the FPL show. That's not the Thursday night show. That's the FPL forfeit.
FPL, mate.
I'll see you tomorrow then.
Fight the fuck down. Right, so yeah, stay tuned. We've got lots of shows coming up this weekend. There'll be a watch along coming on probably Saturday. We've got us weekend roundup on Sunday, and then we've got us Millers Monday. So yeah, see you for now.